interesting. You come.
All right, everybody, welcome to episode 3 of the Roundup. Now, before we get going, I've been banished to the bedroom. I'm like John Motson with my mic and my horn. I'm hanging like a bag of shit for a wedding I was at last night. Dak's still pissed, I think, for the night we had last night. I'm
still pissed, and I'm about fucking 5 or 6 pints down, mate. I'm fucking bawling, mate.
Well, yeah, that's could be interesting.
See, to be honest with you, mate, I do not even know what the scores were yesterday in the junior football, mate.
I'll read them out.
I don't feel as if I'm well placed to start, opinion on the game. I don't even know what the scores were.
Look, mate, everybody's doing well. That's what you always say anyway. So we'll just go with that. Right.
Go for him, Dave.
Aye.
Yeah. Elephant in the room, man. Don't you know you're worth your weight in gold? Hey there, you with the sad face.
Right, so.
Sorry, bro.
The Premier League. Talbot 3, Cumbernauld 0. Blantyre 1, Glenafton 1. Bonneton 1, Clydebank 4. Kilbirnie 2, Glencairn 1. Kilwinning 0, Largs 0. Robroy 3, Rossvale 1. Pollock 1, Darvel 0. Troon 0, Beath 0. Big one of the day, Pollock beating Darvel. You know that happened though, didn't you?
What a result, mate.
Right, great result, isn't it?
Messi's birthday, mate. This is a great result for the boys, you know what I mean? He said the boys were magnificent yesterday, so brilliant result, mate. Can't take it away from any team to, even though if you think Darvel maybe on the form, and I think Mick said that on our podcast about how they're maybe not just firing on all cylinders, mate. To beat them 1-0 and keep a clean sheet makes a tremendous result for Paul and Murday, to be fair.
What do you mean other podcasts? There isn't any other fucking podcasts. It's just us.
I've got a lot of pals, mate. I probably upset people with pulling that Rangers tap out, mate, but there is a lot.
Right, mate.
See the exposure at this level, mate, is dynamite.
That is, you're right. You're even getting the wee teams like Rangers and that about exposure, and that's good of you. You're a good guy for that.
I said, I just wanted to get you up, mate.
Oh, mate, I'm fucking depressed. My old man was at the game yesterday, the Pollock game.
Did he go to it?
Aye, him and a couple of his mates went to it. He was saying that...
you don't get hospitality down there?
Mate, I know, I told him to go and speak to Murdy. I'll maybe get some...
to Murdy, mate. He'd have looked after the guys, mate. He'd have looked after your old man.
Something for him next time. So my dad says Pollock were kind of stifled Darvel, didn't really let them play their game, and he said he thought Pollock looked hungrier, and he said that what he did say is that Darvel were very athletic. He said he thought they looked almost like a full-time team with how good shape they were on.
Mate, they boys look, mate, see the boys, I seen a couple of things on Twitter and all that, mate, they boys look like fucking proper players, mate, look after themselves, mate, know what I mean?
I know, so that was a cracking result, obviously, big one for Pollock.
Murdy says that Frazee was different class, mate. I'm sure he'll say a lot of the boys were, but he was saying to me, because I'm hoping he graps Frazee, mate. I've already told me I want him to come home to Ashfield, mate. He's fucking keeps playing him.
Right, so that's that puts Darvel 9 off the pace with a game in hand. They're gaining themselves, I mean, by no stretch of the imagination out yet, but they're gaining themselves a right uphill struggle to get themselves back in it, particularly the fact that the Talbot 1-3 again. I watched their highlights this morning, and it looked like it could have been so much better. I mean, Cumbernauld, I think they've been doing pretty well this season. I think better than a lot of people would expect.
Done a good job, mate. Done a good job.
Considering coming in so late as well, they're definitely doing a good job. But the Talbot look another level, man. They look so relentless.
You'd be stupid to write Talbot off. They're doing very well, mate. I think that Darvel are capable of putting a run together right enough, but at the same time, you don't want to give Talbot that cushion, mate, because they don't that many points. Not me.
I know. They've dropped 4 points in 11 games. Just can't see anything but them pulling away. But Clydebank winning 4-1 yesterday. Another good solid result for them. I know Bonneton are bottom of the league, but Clydebank just only losing games.
I've seen the goal, mate. Seen Sevy's goal, mate. You're a belter. Did you see it?
I only seen
wow, mate. Touch, mate. They're talking like Bergkamp style-esque, mate. What a touch and a finish, mate. Fair play. See, being honest with you, PG, mate, Moff and Gas, man, and Kirky and that, man. What a job they're doing, man.
A great job, I know.
fucking team's
I've
flying, mate.
obviously said last week about they kind of keep drawing, or they kind of draw the amount of games they have and be expecting to win the league. But nobody's beating them. And the teams are drawn with teams that are kind of up there with them. So they are
See, to
doing
go
well.
12 games, mate. I know they've drew a few, as you said, mate. But see, for them to no lost a game
I know.
in that league, mate, that's good going, mate.
No,
Very
definitely.
good. I mean, so,
Another big one up the top. You've got Cowinan drawing with Largs. More points dropped for Cowinan. For me, I can't see the likes of Cowinan or Darvel winning the league. I think the only team that will be able to, and this is famous last words, the only team for me who'll properly be able to compete with the Talbot will be Clydebank. I know Murdy's doing well at Pollock, and again, they've dropped some points, but they're having a kind of good season so far. But doing the bottom end, a big
what
win.
is it, 10 games in, mate? It's
What's
hard
that?
to write.
No, I know. Plenty of
It's hard
football played. I'm just fucking can't even speak properly. Kilburney beating Glencairn. That's a big one. I sent Tam a wee message last night.
Buzzing, mate. Buzzing for Tommy, mate. Tommy is genuinely one of the good guys, mate. Not me. I've ended up through this. We've ended up getting pally with him, and tremendous, mate. Like, know that I've got like any affiliation with any other club bar Ashfield, mate. But wow, mate. Buzzing for him. 3 points in the board. I'm fucking buzzing for him and him and Dinky and on and that, mate. I'm absolutely delighted because the hard thing is, when you went to a club, you want that 3 points right as soon as possible, mate, to take that wee burden away, you know what I mean? So for them to go and win the game, I'm buzzing for them because, to be honest with you, mate, Glencairn's results have been decent enough.
I know they've been doing all right.
So it's a good result, mate. It's a good result against a good team, mate. So, you know what I mean? Glencairn are a good club and all, mate, but the big thing for me, I'm absolutely delighted for Tommy. That was one thing that I did see, mate. Obviously, I was on the Swally straight for my game yesterday, but brilliant for them, mate.
Aye, definitely. Moving on to Conference A, Craig Mark 1, Mabel 2, Forth went through and beat the Borough 1-0. Lugar took another sore one, losing 5-0 to Shots. Maryhill beating Irvine Vicks 5-3, and Whitlets beating Glasgow Uni 4-1.
Right.
I was the Craig Mark one, I was a wee bit surprised at.
They lost, 2-1.
They lost 2-1.
Surprised with that.
They've been doing pretty well. Mabel have been Mabel are on a good run. They know they've not lost any of the last 5, won 4 at the last 5. Got a draw another.
See Carlo down there, mate. He's assembling the good players, mate. They've got fucking Semple and goal and that. Not I mean, they've got good players down there. We've been down there. Their hospitality is amazing, but they came good, man, in the back end of our first season. Do you know? Last season, sorry, they came good. Not I mean, beating a lot of teams. So no, it doesn't pure surprise me, mate. Not I mean.
No, it was just I thought looking at it because I always look at the fixtures maybe on a Friday night or something. I did think that Craig Mark were going to win that, even though maybe we're having a good run. Shots, another good one.
Shots are good, mate.
Lugar are having a bit of a time of it. Just looking at the table now, Lugar have conceded 53 goals in 11 games. That's pretty sure, man. But Shots, another win. 2 points clear at the top against with Atherley, but Atherley got a couple of games in hand, and you would they maybe go back on top.
I had a look at the league, mate, before I came on. I mean, I think it's tight. I think it's definitely. I think we called it at the start of the season. I think it's going to be between Shots and Atherley in it for the league.
Aye, definitely. And you've got the Borough. Really?
Mate, see, that surprises me. Like, we were up there on Monday on a friendly, mate, and Jamie played a few of the young boys for the 20s as well. We only 12 players and all. I was impressed with them. I know we won the game, but I thought, man, they were young, they had good legs and all that. So I'm surprised because Jamie didn't. I think Jamie's got a good squad there, but he's done to be honest with you, he's done a tremendous job down there, mate. Because I mind when we were first in at Ashfield, mate, the Borough were struggling, mate, and he's really picked them up and all that. So it's testament. That's what I mean. It's testament to him, mate. It's testament to him where we're probably sitting saying, "Who's this at the door?" Oh yeah,
Marnie.
Go on in, Marnie. Want to say hi to PG?
Hello, Marnie.
There's a wee kiddo.
Hello.
It's Dak.
What's that you've got? Is that a bubble gun?
He's saying hi to everybody. Say PG and Dax. See it? See it? Right, okay, you're not saying much. What you get?
Really, pal. The Borough, for me, they've only scored 16 goals in 10 games. Lugar have scored more than the Borough have. That's obviously been their issue because they're not losing a lot of goals, but they're just not scoring many either. Maryhill, 5-3 against Irvine Vicks. Now, I'm going to do one of these ones that I did with the Darvel game where I got it wrong when they played the Meda. I think the Maryhill might have
PG, 2 in the bounds.
I think Maryhill might have been 2 or 3 down and then I've turned it around. I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure they were a couple of goals down and managed to turn that right around, which is a good win for them.
Good, mate. Because
it pushes them up the table a wee bit as well. They've won 3 out of the last 4, so they're doing not too bad. Moving on to Conference B, Killook 0, Greenock 8, Kello 1, St Caddock 7, Renfrew 3, Ardeer 7, Royal Albert 0, the mighty Ashfield 4, Thornywood 1, Glasgow United. A full away wins card there. But you've got, after Kello's defeat against St Caddock's, the Gaffers stepped down. So,
being honest with you, mate, see when we went down there, they done well against us, mate. They were good, mate. We were 2-0 up and they came back, mate, I think it was 22 each, I think, and I'm gutted for them. You don't want to see anybody having to leave their job now. Do you know, see me, I threw your hat in the ring for the Greenock job, mate.
Did you?
Aye, mate, the day, mate. I think I was off-pitched, mate.
Greenock threw it right back out.
Aye, I think Greenock, mate, but just not interested, mate, not me.
Yeah, I'm a Port boy anyway, so fuck them. But on Greenock, that was a good win for Greenock yesterday. I didn't expect them to win 8-0. That was very, very convincing.
Very
so it was a good win for them. You've obviously St Caddock's are flying now. They're doing brilliant. Won their last 6 in the bounce. They're 2 points clear, but Cambuslang, if they can win their game in hand, they'll go back to Upper League. Then you've got Ardeer. Sorry, mate, you go.
Southie, mate, deserves a shout, mate, from me, mate, because he's doing that. St Caddock's are good, mate. You know what I mean? Very good. Greenock, what a result for Greenock. As you were probably going to go and say, Ardeer, mate. That's a result today for me.
I mean, that's saying I'd said it last week where just completely wrong, where I thought they were going to have a wee dip because they hadn't been playing as well. But by all accounts,
Big Sean, mate. Big Sean is heavy. Just threw it back in your face, but he threw it back in your face because we predicted Renfrew in the Cooten, didn't we?
Aye, but I predicted a draw in that, but I did not see a 7-3 tanking. So well done to Sean. And
he could in there and score 7 goals, mate.
I know.
Unbelievable.
Renfrew are always quite a difficult side to beat. I mean, you know that as well, obviously. First half against them, you said a cracking first half and then kind of capitulated second half for them to end up convincingly beating you. But
see how far, mate, for me, how far Sean's took Ardeer, mate.
Oh, mate, ridiculous.
That you're no pure shocked by it, but at the same time, he's turned into a lot of people because ourselves, well, you included, not me, we've said a couple of saying, do you think their bubbles bust, mate? So he's got a resilient group there, mate. They've done a result, mate, honestly.
That's a great result. You look at how far they've come. I mean, were they not like the absolute whipping boys last year in your conference?
I'll be honest with you, mate. And I don't like to speak out of turn about teams and stuff like that because I know how hard it is. Do you know what I mean? But they were poor, mate. And he has flipped that club all the way round, mate. All the way round. They've got a competitive team, mate, on the park. They're winning football games. They're up near the top of the league, man. It's an unbelievable, mate. An unbelievable start for them, mate. And I'm buzzing to see it, mate, because as we've said before, I think he's a breath of fresh air, mate. When you hear him talking and all that, mate, he's very honest. He's very open about it. And I'm buzzing for him because he's a good guy, mate. He's a good guy.
I'm the same as yourself. We've mentioned it a couple of times a day, like his interviews he does after games. He doesn't really give you any bullshit. He's quite honest. Seems to be anyway. What about yourselves? 4-0. How was it?
4-0, mate. We were terrible, mate. Right. And that's no disrespect to Royal Albert, mate.
Does sound quite disrespectful.
Is it? Well, you know me, mate. I'm not a disrespectful guy, mate, and I don't, especially with teams, mate. I like to be respectful and that to a lot of different clubs, mate. But we scored after 10 seconds, mate, I think that it's ended up being a wee bit. We went a bit flat after it, and then the gaffers got them in at half time. Second half, mate. To be honest, we were all right the first half. See, the second half, mate, we were bad, mate. We were poor, mate. We didn't play any football. And then we've ended up made a few changes. Gaffer made a few changes. And we ended up getting a couple of more goals. But listen, mate, Gaffer said it. He was very, very upset and annoyed after the game with the performance. So it's a testament to kind of where the Gaffer's taking us and where we're going, mate, that he's raging with a 4-0 win. But 4-0, mate, it's back-to-back clean sheets for us, mate. It's massive, not mean. So, no, to be honest with you, if somebody said 4-0 before the game. Take it. To be honest with you, I wasn't being disrespectful. See, the thing is,
no, I'm just kidding.
Albert put us under the cosh, mate, in the second half, mate. They actually came out after half time, mate, and they obviously got a jag at half time with their management, and they were good. They were a lot better, and they were good, mate. They put us under a bit of pressure, mate, in the second half.
Yous are having a good time at now. Yous have what?
5 in a row, mate.
1-4, 1-4, drawn 1 and lost 1 in your last 6 league games. So yous are on a good run yourselves. Right.
See, the thing is, mate, before you move on, I always say this, mate, right? And blowing smoke, mate. The Gaffer's done a fucking what a job he's doing at Ashfield, mate. Honestly, mate. Obviously, I'm biased because I'm in there and I can see it, mate. But look to the league, I think we're about 5th or something in the league now, and our run's been decent to start with. And I don't think he gets the credit, mate, because we haven't got fucking much down there, mate. Do you know what I mean? As in, that we can offer, boys. So the calibre of player we're getting in, mate, the players are good, great group, and he's doing a tremendous job, Maxie. I think Maxie's one of the most underrated gaffers in our grade, mate. And that's me just because I can see him at close hand, mate, how good he is. And I'll get slaughtered for this, mate, because it's if I'm heavy to keep myself in a job, mate.
Oh, Maxie.
Maxie.
You know what I think about him, I think he's done a great job. Right, moving on to Conference C.
Yeah.
The Drum beat Vale Clyde 4-2. Coolside beat Ardrossan 4-0. Vale Leven beat Lark Hall 2-0. The Ants beat Lanark 4-1. And Yoka beat Nielsen 1-0. Drum, relentless. That's them 5 points clear now. It doesn't, obviously it's really early, but for me, I can't see anybody but them winning that league.
Hope he's done well. That's a good result. They've lost against the Rock, mate, and then they've just put a couple of wins back together, mate. So they've just shown, mate, that they're not dwelling on it. They've just moved on. Like we always say, mate, they've just bounced back, mate, and that's the sign of a good team. You bounce back and go on to the next one, and they've put a few wins together, mate. So they've done well.
Oh, they have done really well. Another kind of shock result for Nielsen, losing 1-0 to Yoka. Yoka only getting their second win of the to be fair, Yoka lost their first 6 and then they've had 2 draws and 2 wins in their last 4 games, so they're clearly picking up now. But again, if Nielsen want to be competing, you can't be losing games like that. That's just
Nielsen, good quality, mate. A good team, mate. I watched them against the Rock. Went up and watched them at the start of the season. Surprised with that, but don't get me wrong. I think Yoka are a better team than where they're sitting in the league. Do you know what I mean? I think they're a lot better. They've drew with the Rock now. They beat Nielsen, so they're obviously they've got a bit of them.
You can see they're finding a wee bit of form now, picking up 8 points in the last 4 games.
Yeah.
Coolside saw another one, 4-0 win. That's for me. Coolside are starting to find a wee bit of form. I know that's the last 3 they've won. They're kind of finding what they're playing the way I'd imagine most people expect them to. Because
it was a matter of time, mate. It was a pure matter of time, mate. I think that they'll just keep kicking on and they're putting a run together and they're getting themselves back in it. Who's this? Who's coming into the office? Oh, hi, Mrs. Dak. Right, okay.
Hi, Jill.
No, they're putting a run together, mate. So no, they're doing well. The big one for me was the Ants, mate.
Just about to go into that.
I know you won, mate.
They're doing really well now. Danny will be delighted with that. That's they've won 4 out the last 6. I mean,
Danny and Kush are doing some job, mate. See if you break it down, mate. I know they had a disappointing result against the Drum, but to be honest with you, the Drum are showing that they're a very good side. Do you know what I mean? With their record this season, but if you look back on it, man, they've beat Nielsen, they're beating Lark Hall and all that. Mate, I think they're quite. I think they've obviously, I know the answer. They've not got much to offer, boys, as well. Now, so for me, I think that Danny and Kush and the committee and everybody doing that, they're doing a very good job, mate. And
definitely, that was a good result for them. See, to be honest, I'm quite pleased because obviously, you know, I've kind of
I
like the Ants and stuff, and kind of club I really like.
Who are you going to support when we've got them in the Scottish Cup?
It's got to be Ashfield, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I fucking hope so, mate.
It's got to be Ashfield, you know what I mean? I like the Ants, but I love Dak, so.
Yeah, mate, I'm glad you say that, mate, because I was ready for pulling out the podcast, mate, and asking Branko or something to do, mate.
You keep talking about this guy, I've not heard him. He is, man. He's a bam. He's a
mate,
Branko
some
bam.
result. Anyway, back to football. What result? 4-1, mate.
So, well done, the Ants. We'll move on to Division 4. Branko's still a bam. Yep. BSC 0, Hamley 7. Campbelltown 1, Mighty San Pedro's 3. Glenvale 0, Fanart 3. Kilsyth 4, Harthill 3. BSC 15 goals have lost in the last 2 games, which I don't think they're not that bad a side that they should be losing that many goals, because they really aren't, to be honest. But Hamley Row, that's a good result for them. Obviously, I was at the wedding yesterday, wasn't it? Our game, by all accounts, we were a bit scrappy. We won at our best. Campbelltown made it difficult for us. We ended up scoring 2 penalties, but a good one for us. It's kind of
Rangers.
What? I know.
Use Rangers.
Penalty to Rangers.
Who was it? Macaulay scoring again?
He scored 2 of them.
He got a couple of goals, mate. He's doing well, mate.
Well, I think he's on like 10 or 11 or something,
mate,
so far for season.
He's going to love that, mate, getting a wee shout on this, isn't he?
He's a fucking idiot. Yes, honestly, man. He's an absolute head injury. But he's doing well, scoring a lot of goals. Jay Linney get his first goal for the club. He's a name that people will know in the next couple of years. He's only 18. Probably shouldn't be saying it because people want to come and take him off us, but Jay's a cracker, man. He is going to.
Much he's want for him?
I don't know, about 7 or 8 grand. He's going to do well. He's a really good player.
Good, mate, because I seen you said a couple under 20s, mate.
We did with Menzies and Ireland playing 2 good players, to be fair. We're fortunate, our 20s are a good side. The 2 of them made their first starts, and by all accounts, the boys were excellent. So it's another good one. It's good to have the boys in, to be honest, because we were quite depleted.
They're sitting tap, aren't they? They're sitting good in the tap, aren't they?
What's that? Kilsyth 4-3 beating Harthill. I think they came from behind a couple of times. Yeah. They're finding themselves now. They're quite a good side. They lose a lot of goals, but they score a lot of goals. So that was a good one for them.
I've heard a lot about our winger, the big winger. I don't know.
He's a good player. He's a good player. People start to realise that in the Division 4 there's good players in this league.
Mate, Fanart beat us in a friendly 2 seasons ago, mate, when we were in the amateur team. So that's why I was always thinking that Fanart would be a good side, mate, because I knew, and then a couple of players came in and trained with us and played with us. Big Jempa and Wilson and that, their captain and that, came in and played a couple of games for us. So I knew they would be good, know what I mean? So that definitely Standard's going to be good, mate, know what I mean? It's no...
That's it, mate. That was a good win for them yesterday, because Glenvale have definitely, I mean, I know they've lost, and have no won it the last 2, but they've definitely picked up, brought in a few players, definitely improved. So that was a good win for Fanart, considering I think they've been kind of off the boil a wee bit, still getting wins, but they've not been where they had been for the first few games. But they're a good side, and we need to try and peg them back. We should have beat them.
Mate, that's 2 games in a row that they've put together, St Peter's, mate. So it's
mate, I know.
What's happening with the Gaffer down there, man? He's back.
Oh, I don't know, mate. He's a big soft.
What's happening, mate? I seen he's posting saying, Matt McTaggart saying, "Oh, the boy's done well, not I can't be there." What's happening? He's in a stretcher, a full body cast or something.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him, honestly. I mean, now that I'm on the committee, I might have to reassess
his bed, mate.
I might need to reassess his position in the club, because I'm getting pissed off that Gav's having to hold that management team up himself.
Was Gav taking it?
Gav and Ryan took it yesterday, so I was pleased for them. And I think the boys had a good trip coming back, so that's always good.
What an away day that is, mate.
Yep. And
there's a game on Friday, do you think we'll get it now?
Oh, who is it that's playing again?
I think Hurlford are playing Darvel, maybe?
Mate, I think that's maybe something we should look at. Or
Maybe, mate. We'll see what we can do, mate. But I don't quote me if that's the actual fixture.
No, I think you might be right.
Night game under the lights, mate.
I think you might be right, mate.
It's a Derby, mate.
I'm early shift, mate. It could be something we could look at getting sorted.
I'm working, mate, but at the same time, mate, I could go straight from my work. Hopefully, we could get a wee bit of, we get looked after a wee bit of hospitality. It was just something I seen the day, mate. I'm just going, I think that's something we could get done.
Aye, mate, definitely. I think that's we'll have a wee jab at it. Maybe get a day one. PG and Dak at the football.
What is it? Darvel, mate. Mick Kennedy will probably kick your balls, mate.
Mate. Finally, before we go, forgot to mention, well done to the Meda yesterday, beating Musselburgh 2-1 to get through the first round of the Scottish Cup. That was a good result. Musselburgh a good side, so well done to the Meda. Spenny and Latta seem to have kind of found a wee bit of form with the boys in there.
They'll be good managers, mate. I was talking to Maxie about them. Maxie knows them a wee bit better than I do for playing against them more and all that, but he was very complimentary of them, saying that he thinks that Meda have got the right guys in charge here.
Oh, definitely. I think the two of them are putting Meda back to where they were a few years ago.
Yes! Shout! Come here then. The range freaked out by a cartoon.
Mate, I'm going to have to go.
Listen,
I hear one of my ones shouting, I need help.
See, before we go, mate, it's not just the Meda thing, mate. It's PG and Dak are up for the Football Content Awards, mate. Best in non-league.
Correct.
I think I think enough not been said or done about that.
See, to be honest,
Marnie, take that out. Daddy's on the phone to PG. Look, come say it. Hiya. Yeah, take it out.
You want to say hello, Marnie?
You come to say hello? I'm not interested, PG, mate. I didn't actually. Football Content Awards best in non-league, mate. An absolute buzz, mate, for us. Not mean. I think we started in January, but we've only really been able to do the podcast the way we want it for the last couple of months due to COVID restrictions, mate. So it's amazing to get acknowledged like that, mate. And we're in a good big kings, mate.
Mate, it's big because the thing is, I listen to, obviously, being a Celtic fan, I listen to a couple of different Celtic podcasts and like the Celtic State of Mind and stuff, which it has won Football Content Awards. And the episode I was listening to the other day, they were talking about, it's an absolutely massive thing. The BBC and Sky Sports have up for awards on this. I mean, PG and Dak, we're up there. We're up there with the Giants. So we'd really appreciate it if everybody could go and vote for us. Go to the footballcontentawards.com.
Looking for all the West of Scotland to just rally behind us, man. Get behind us a wee bit and see how far they can push us, mate, because it's always appreciated. You know what I mean? We appreciate it.
But it is 4:45 now. I am going to try and edit this and have it out for Sunday night.
Get out tonight, mate, if you can.
At this point, the draw's not been made, so good luck to all the teams who are going into the draw for the Scottish Cup today.
Yes, all the best.
PG and Dak are supporting you. So with my wee mic and that, so they think it's all over. That is now.
Mate, I'm a wee getting our can, mate.
Right, mate. Enjoy. Right. See you later.
Right. Catch you, brother. Right.